Welcome, everyone, to AI Sports Predictor. You smell that? That's the scent of desperation. The NCAA tournament isn't just a basketball event, it's a battlefield. And tonight, we've got two squads stepping into the pit, one with a dagger, the other with a butter knife, hoping to cut steak. St. Francis, PA, and Alabama State, two teams with nothing to lose and everything to prove. One walks out, the other sent packing, left watching Auburn on TV like the rest of us. Let's start with St. Francis, PA. The Red Flash. 6 straight wins, fought tooth and nail to get here, and the last one. A 46-43 rock fight against Central Connecticut State. A game so ugly, it should have come with a parental advisory label. St. Francis, PA, shot 31.7% from the floor. And their 3-point shooting, 5 of 26. That ain't just bad, that's burn the tape and pretend it never happened, bad. And yet, they won. They survived. That says something, doesn't it? Grit, guts, the ability to win ugly. Now, the stats. Offense, ranked 257th in the country at 71.1 points per game. Defense, sitting at 172nd, giving up 71.6 per night. The leaders, Riley Parker at 13.4 points, Ace Talbot, Valentino Pinedo, Juan Cranford Jr., all hitting double digits. But here's the kicker, Talbot played 5 games, last saw the court in November. So let's not play fantasy basketball, he ain't coming through that door. Now, on the other side, Alabama State, the Hornets, 10 wins in their last 11. They don't just play basketball. They hustle it. Their last game, down 9 with 15 minutes left against Jackson State. A lesser team folds like a cheap lawn chair. Alabama State, they dig in. Micah Octave hits a clutch layup, and suddenly, they're here, standing at the gates of madness. They average 73.4 points a night, ranking 194th in the country. So yeah, they score. Not efficiently. Mind you, 40.5% from the field is what you call a lot of bricks, but enough swishers to survive. The defense, 197th in the country, giving up 72.2 points per game. But their real weapon, turnovers, they rank 91st in the country at forcing them and 5th in turnover percentage on offense. That's discipline. That's a team that won't hand you the game on a silver platter. And that, my friends, is where the red light starts blinking for St. Francis, PA. The Red Flash turn the ball over at an alarming rate, 321st in the country in turnover percentage. That's damn near 20% of their possessions ending in disaster. Imagine you owned a restaurant and 1 out of every 5 plates you served ended up on the floor. How long do you stay in business? Exactly. Alabama State is the team built to take advantage of that kind of recklessness. And today's AI pick is Alabama State minus 3.5. No hesitation, no doubts. The Hornets don't have to shoot the lights out, they just have to let St. Francis, PA, self-destruct. And guess what? That's exactly what's gonna happen. The Red Flash came in with a 6-game win streak. But that streak dies tonight. It's over, they ran out of miracles. On to Game 2. But first, somebody call up St. Francis, PA, and let them know that turnover clinics don't qualify you for March Madness. They're about to find out the hard way.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts and put your drinks down, because what we've got here is a straight-up NCAA tournament dogfight. The North Carolina Tar Heels versus the San Diego State Aztecs. 2 number 11 seeds thrown into the Thunderdome, only one comes out. The loser? They're on the first thing smoking back home with a March Madness participation trophy. Now let's talk about these Tar Heels. Because boy, did they stir up a little controversy getting here. 22 wins, yeah, but there's a little asterisk next to that invite. Did they deserve to make the tournament? Well, let's just say the NCAA loves a blue blood program in the bracket. But to their credit, UNC finished the season strong. Only 2 losses in their last 10 games, and both to Duke. No shame in that. Not to mention, they were steamrolling teams in those 8 wins. Average margin of victory? 17 points. That's not winning. That's breaking teams. And what's clicking for North Carolina? The offense. Oh, the offense. They've been torching the nets. Putting up 83 points per game in their last 10. That's not find a way to win basketball. That's bury you by halftime basketball. And leading the charge? R.J. Davis, one of the all-time scoring leaders for North Carolina, averaging 17 a game this season. The man's got ice in his veins and a bucket-getter mentality. When he's locked in, he's a one-man wrecking crew. But hey, let's not pretend the Aztecs are just here for the free trip. If there's one thing San Diego State does, it's win. This program's been built for March. The numbers don't lie. Since 2009, they own the 6th best record in the nation, 4-1-1-136. They win games, they win tournaments, and they do it with a brand: defense, toughness, execution. But this year, something's missing. They just got bounced in the Mountain West quarterfinals by Boise State. Not a finals exit. Not a semifinal heartbreak. Quarterfinals. That's what we call not exactly peaking at the right time. The Aztecs' top dog is Nick Boyd, 13.4 points per game. But let's be honest, he ain't R.J. Davis. He's a solid, grinded-out type, but UNC's got dudes that live for these moments. If this turns into a track meet, San Diego State's done. They don't have the firepower to keep up. But, and this is a big but, if they can drag this game into the mud, slow it down, turn it into a rock fight, then, my friends, we might have a ball game. Now, let's talk odds. UNC comes in as a 175 favorite. Spread is Tar Heels 3.5, total is 142.5. The books are telling you North Carolina is better, but not that much better. Why? Because San Diego State knows how to ugly up a game. They grind, they defend, and UNC, despite the big numbers lately, has been living dangerously. 3-0 against the spread in their last 3, but 12-19-1 on the season. That's not exactly bet the house material. Meanwhile, the Aztecs? They've been ice cold against the spread, 1-3 in their last 4, 4-6 in their last 10. Neither of these teams has exactly been a bettor's best friend. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Today's AI pick is North Carolina, 3.5. That offense is too hot. R.J. Davis is a certified killer, and San Diego State? They're walking into a buzzsaw. The Aztecs will try to turn this into a grind, but UNC's got too much juice. The Tar Heels move on, and San Diego State is heading home wondering where it all went wrong. On to Game 3. Somebody cue up that exit music for the Aztecs, because their tournament run just hit a dead end.
This is where the casuals get burned. The line opens, and people see Oklahoma State, a Big 12 team, going up against Wichita State, a mid-major. They think, oh, that's easy. Cowboys roll. That's how the books get you. That's how you wake up staring at a busted bet slip wondering what just happened. But not us. Not here. Because we don't bet logos. We bet edges. So let's talk Oklahoma State. 15-17 overall. 14-18 against the spread. Inconsistent. You bet. But this team plays better than their record suggests. They're putting up 72.6 points per game, and when they score above the threshold, they are 10-7 against the spread and 14-3 overall. Translation. When the Cowboys find their offense, they don't just win the handle business. The problem? Their defense. They're giving up 76.5 points per game, and that's not just bad, that's leave the door open and hope nobody robs you bad. Now let's talk about Wichita State. The Shockers aren't world beaters, but they are grinders. 19-14 overall. 16-15 against the spread. And they don't just roll over when they're underdogs. This team fights. Over their last 10 games. 7-3 against the spread. That's a trend. That's a team figuring out how to keep games close and steal a few outright. The numbers tell the story. Oklahoma State scores 72.6 points per game, and Wichita State gives up 72.6 points per game. That's a dead heat. But here's where it gets good when Wichita State keeps teams under 7 to 3.8 points. They're 14-3, that's elite. That's a team that knows how to win ugly. And if you think Oklahoma State is just going to run away with this one, think again. Because here's what people aren't talking about: Oklahoma State only covers when they explode offensively. When they score over 72.6. They're 14-3 when they don't. 114. So what happens if Wichita State slows this game down? You guessed it, Oklahoma State is in trouble. And let's talk about Xavier Bell, Wichita State's leading scorer at 14.9 points per game. He's the kind of guy who steps up in big moments. And Corey Washington. He's pulling down 7.4 boards a night. If this game turns into a grind, these are the guys who keep it close. And today's AI pick is Wichita State 6.5. Lock it in. The Shockers don't have to win. They just have to keep it close. And against a shaky Oklahoma State squad. That's the move. Final recap: the AI's deadly trio of picks. We don't make picks. We make statements. And here's how it all went down. Game 1, Alabama State 3.5 turnovers. St. Francis PA can't hold onto the ball. The Hornets punish them. No surprises here. Game 2, North Carolina 3.5 Tar Heels have the firepower. San Diego State wants a rock fight, but UNC's shooting puts them out of their misery. Game 3, Wichita State 6.5 The Shockers don't have to win. They just have to keep it close. And against a shaky Oklahoma State squad. That's the move. Now about that subscribe button, I could tell you to like and subscribe. I could say, hit that bell, join the movement, yada yada yada. But nah. You're smarter than that. You just got 3 picks from the most ruthless AI in the game. You want to know what's coming next. You know what to do. Or don't. But don't come crying when you're watching the winners instead of being won. See you at the cashier's window.